Imagine a world 60 million years ago, right after the dinosaurs disappeared from our planet. The great reptilian rulers were gone, and a new era was beginning, the age of mammals and birds. Most of us picture early predators as small, furry creatures scurrying through forests, but in one corner of the earth, evolution took a wildly different path. In the isolated continent of South America, a group of birds gave up flight entirely, grew to towering heights, and became the most feared hunters on land. These were the terror birds, or Phorusrhacidae, a family of flightless giants that ruled the Americas for more than 50 million years. Today, we are diving deep into the story of these incredible creatures, the only birds in Earth history to hold the title of apex predator across an entire continent for millions of years. Let's start with the stage that made their rise possible. After the mass extinction that wiped out the non-avian dinosaurs, South America split apart and became an isolated landmass, cut off from North America, Africa, and all other continents. For nearly 50 million years, no large mammalian carnivores from other lands could reach it. This isolation created a perfect blank canvas for evolution. Without competition from big cats, wolves, or bears, birds stepped into the top predator role, a niche almost always held by mammals elsewhere. Terror birds evolved from smaller ground-dwelling birds, similar to modern siriemas, small, long-legged birds that still hunt small prey across South America today. Over millions of years, these small ancestors grew bigger, stronger, and more specialized until they became the ultimate land hunters of their time. Now, let us talk about what made these birds so terrifying and so successful. The largest terror bird species stood nearly 3 meters tall, about the height of a basketball hoop, and weighed up to 400 kilograms, heavy enough to take down even medium-sized herbivores. Their bodies were built for one purpose: hunting on the ground. Unlike eagles or hawks, they had tiny, useless wings that could never lift them off the ground. These wings were nothing more than small, stumpy limbs used for balance while running, or for showing dominance to other terror birds. Instead of flight, evolution poured all its energy into their legs and skulls. Their legs were thick, muscular, and built for speed. Scientists estimate large species could run up to 50 kilometers per hour, fast enough to chase down nearly any prey in the ancient South American grasslands. Their feet had sharp, strong claws that could grip and hold struggling animals, giving them a tight hold during a hunt. But the most deadly weapon of a terror bird was its beak. Imagine an eagle's beak, scaled up to the size of a human torso, curved into a sharp hook, and built like a heavy axe. This beak was not just for tearing meat, it was a tool for powerful, precise strikes. Paleontologists who have studied their skulls say the bones were thick and reinforced to handle the force of repeated blows. When a terror bird hunted, it would chase down its target, close in, and deliver strong targeted strikes to the neck or skull of its prey. It did not rely on messy, chaotic attacks. Instead, it used calculated, efficient moves to take down prey quickly. After a successful hunt, it could use its beak to tear off large chunks of meat, or even swallow smaller animals whole. Some researchers also believe they used their strong legs to break bones and reach the nutrient-rich marrow inside, a trait that made full use of every part of their catch. Terror birds were not just one single species, they were a diverse family that filled many different hunting niches. Some species were small, about the size of a large turkey, and hunted small mammals, reptiles, and birds in dense forests. Others were giants, built for chasing larger prey across open savannas and plains. The biggest known species is Kelenken guillemot, which had the largest skull of any bird that ever lived, nearly 70 centimeters long. This incredible diversity meant terror birds lived in almost every habitat in South America, from wet forests to dry grasslands, ensuring they dominated every corner of the continent. For tens of millions of years, no animal could challenge their rule. Young terror birds learned to hunt by watching adults, slowly mastering the art of speed and precision. They lived in a world where they were the top threat, and every other creature lived with the constant risk of becoming their next meal. As millions of years passed, the geography of the Earth began to shift. Around 3 million years ago, a slow but powerful geological movement created the Isthmus of Panama, a narrow land bridge that finally connected South America and North America. This event, known as the Great American Biotic Interchange, changed life on both continents forever. For the first time, large mammalian predators from North America, including saber-toothed cats, dire wolves, and large bears, could walk south into South America. At the same time, some South American animals, including a few species of terror birds, like titanes, traveled north into what is now the southern United States. Fossils of titanes have been found in Texas and Florida, proving these giant birds briefly expanded their kingdom into North America. But this new connection spelled the beginning of the end for the terror birds. For millions of years, they had evolved in a world with no competition from placental mammalian predators. The new arrivals from North America were faster, more agile, and hunted in groups, giving them a huge advantage. Terror birds were mostly solitary hunters, relying on size and strength rather than teamwork. Saber-toothed cats and wolves could work together to take down large prey, steal kills from terror birds, and even target young or weak terror birds. Competition for food became fierce, and the terror birds could not keep up. Climate change also played a role as the planet cooled, and grasslands expanded and shifted. Some of the prey species terror birds relied on began to decline, reducing their food supply. Scientists once thought humans played a part in their extinction, but modern fossil dating shows the last terror birds disappeared roughly 100,000 years ago, long before humans reached the Americas. Their decline was slow and steady. Smaller species lasted longer than the giants, but one by one they vanished. By the end of the Pleistocene epoch, not a single terror bird remained on Earth. Their reign of more than 50 million years was over, and the age of mammalian predators returned to the Americas. Today, we only know about terror birds from fossils scattered across South and North America. Paleontologists dig up skulls, leg bones, and footprints that reveal how these birds lived, moved, and hunted. Every new fossil tells us more about their evolution, their behavior, and their place in Earth history. These fossils are like pages in a prehistoric book, showing us a time when birds ruled the land, and evolution created a predator unlike anything we see today. Even though they are gone, their legacy lives on in the small sirenias that still walk South America's grasslands, their closest living relatives. The story of the terror birds is one of the most amazing tales in natural history. It shows us how isolation can shape evolution in wild, unexpected ways, how birds can rise to power when given the chance, and how even the most dominant rulers can fall when the world changes around them. These flightless giants prove that nature is full of surprises, and that the history of life on Earth is filled with creatures more incredible than we can imagine. They were not just birds, they were kings, rulers of a lost world, and a reminder that our planet has always been full of extraordinary, awe-inspiring life. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel.